Hello, my friends. My name is Reverend Joe Emmanuel, and this is Jennifer Perez. I am the owner and founder of the Temple of the I Am. I've been in business for 23 years. I've been a psychic medium for 35. And Jen is part of my soul group that I met when 44 years ago at her 17th birthday. I introduced her to crystals. I don't remember saying all of that, but I was really excited about the Y2K in the year 2000. And we seem to travel together, and now she's got her own. Destiny has come to her with the blessing that she's gotten to sell and obtain crystals. They just started coming to her.
They just started coming to me.
And I didn't see her for many years back then, and then she came back. She ended up having my my grandnephew 7 years ago, and 8 years ago she came to me again and she says, I don't know, why am I craving moldavite? I said, maybe the baby is the one I really feel that is the one calling the moldavite. It's definitely the baby is a starseed crystal child at this age.
He's definitely a crystal
child. She
is
is more like an indigo crystal starseed, and she's just telling me something about how she works with the crystals. And she has found a way that the crystals work with every season. I never even thought of that.
Your seasonal. Respiration is different on how you...
I have my style, but I really, like I say, every book is channeled. So really, I believe in the way that she puts it together. And the way that we came together today was impromptu. I got these earrings in the mail, and I said, this doesn't belong to... I heard it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to Jenny. So anyhow, you want to follow her.
Beautiful. I just have to show this one off because this is beautiful.
Oh, that's the Metatron's cube. It's a sacred geometric shape to connect it with the Archangel Metatron and your Akashic records. So anyhow, my friends, I will try and tag her below, or we will add her information on this video. And I wish you all that you follow Jen's crystal. I've been around 35 years, and I know she has a natural, another things also. People really love to hear a success story. I traded in my anxiety disorder into healing and spiritual energy that I used to have. And she turned in her alcohol for doing crystals. We all have a story. And we all are, how can I say, sometimes, I don't want to use the word victims. We learn through the opposition of what we see that the world is around us. But when you choose and you make a choice to leave the mundane and follow your heart in your path instead of your brain, then you can move. You go with the flow, and things tend to fall in your lap, and you're grateful. Now, Jenny is here. She can tell you about how she came about the crystals now.
Well, basically, I've always loved crystals. I've always been drawn to them. I first saw them and got to hold them in your house, visiting you, while you were doing that beautiful artwork on the wall. I'll never forget slapping myself on your big old bean bag and just looking back and looking at this Candelaria, and there behold was a table with crystals. I had never held any in my hands. As much as I've loved them my whole life, I never really applied to them until I became pregnant. That I saw moldavite somewhere, and I kept telling him, I'm like, there's something about that crystal that just attracts me, and I put it around my neck during my pregnancy to a point where I had to take it off because my child was very active in my belly.
Because the child, like I said, I told him
he was very active. He was.
Don't forget that I could feel that the child was the one that was asking for the moldavite.
He was everywhere.
Realize that a child is a soul that's incoming via you, and it's going to be born to you and nobody else but you, because as a soul it chooses you and what family it wants to be born in, what circumstances. We all do. Absolutely. And in this case, I think I don't think that I actually introduced her to crystals. I think I just helped her remember part of herself that when she needed, just like when I needed 22 years ago to get my life together, I had to put everything that I knew into practice. And I don't know what her story, but mine is. My life, just relationship, everything that I thought that was sacred and powerful and to me, I had to start from elementary. But I don't regret going through those moments of having to build myself back up, because then I had to weed out what was superstition and what was truth. And honey, the crystals have been here forever, since the dinosaur age and before, and so has the elementals. So it's kind of, which is the fairies, and money is an elemental. So if we want to prosper, that's why we go. Why do rich people have diamonds? Why do rich people have all this stuff? Because you're already attracting that abundant stuff in your life, and so you exchange energy for energy, and that's when you invest into a crystal, into a reading, into whatever you do. You're investing into an exchange of energy for the experience of 35 years, 44 years the crystals touch your life. And I'm sure that even without owning one, she's still connected, because they're under the earth, guys. These are gifts from God.
Absolutely.
So anyhow, we don't want to bore you. It's coming up to the 5-minute and almost 6-minute range. So we want to thank you. Jen's Crystal Connection meets the Temple of the I Am. You can hit my link tree in my bio, but you can and follow Jen. I will put her list, or she will make comments on Instagram underneath this video. I think that's one of the best ways to find her.
Yeah.
I love you all.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.